welcome to an all-new reacting and reviewing, and as usual, Amigo 500. Yeah, you can probably notice a lack of excitement on my face because, well, I got good news and some bad news. Good news, today's subject is going to be a wrestling pay-per-view. Bad news, it's TNA. I know. Of all the pay-per-views I had to choose to watch, it has to be this particular one. Which one? Well, it's the latest one. Because today's pay-per-view I'll be enjoying is TNA Bound for Glory 2013. Or 2013, or whatever you like to pronounce it, but either way, for those who might remember my Road to WrestleMania prediction and review videos, that you'll know that I'm a fan of WWE. TNA, on the other hand, oh dear. What can be said about TNA? Well, if you've been watching, if you've been watching Raw and Rebound, then you'll know then Ollie's opinion on TNA is pretty much the same as mine, or my opinion is the same as his. And if I remember correctly, Elman hints just as much as well. And MJ Knight is pretty much sane enough to not watch TNA. Good man. Now, with as they're pretty much digging themselves into a deeper grave, digging themselves deeper into an early grave rather, can this pay-per-view save them from critics bashing living hell out of them? I'd sorely doubt it, but we'll find out. So with that in mind, grab something alcoholic for a change. In case you're wondering, it's Budweiser I'm drinking. Probably I'll need it, and you'll well. So as we sit back and try to relax as we've watched TNA Bound for Glory 2013. If there was one thing I can say regarding TNA, it's that they do have some decent superstars. Like for example, I'm watching the X Division Championship match, and from what I've seen from Samoa Joe, he's actually pretty good, and of course Jeff Hardy still has it, even though he doesn't seem to be doing much in this match, but he has managed to pull and he's just pulled out a ladder, so hopefully that means that shit's gonna get real. But it's just a shame that such good superstars are in a company like this, of all places. Enjoy. It's a bromance match, which, for those who don't know who bromance is, it's oh fuck, what the hell? Robbie E and whoever the other guy is. Robbie E is pretty much the TNA equivalent of Zack Ryder, but you know it's bad when you're trying to make Zack Ryder look. Make, when you're trying to make Zack Ryder look like Daniel Bryan. And and who the fuck is Mr. Olympia? Because he's the guy who pretty much came out of the ring with them. And apparently it won some Olympia contest, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, Romance are going up against James Storm and Gunner. Which James Storm I have no problem with. I think he's a pretty damn good yet very underrated wrestler. Because he should have had a world heavyweight title shot, title reign rather, but which he would have had that last year, but that kind of fell short thanks to Bobby Roode. But then that was heel turn. But like I said, James Storm's a great wrestler, but deserved so much better. Hoping that gets put to WWE. Good God Almighty! A woman like ODB should not do the Bronco Buster. I mean, yeah, she's a powerful female wrestler, but a woman that beefy shouldn't do something like that. Though we'll see. Brooke Tessmacher is hot as fuck. That's badass. I'd let her climb my wrestling ladder any day. Oh, this is where the last part. And Gil Kim's still got it, so because that's the one thing I'll give TNA credit for, is that they have better female wrestlers. They have women that can actually wrestle. They're not spruced up Barbie dolls just to give the audience boners. They can actually have talent. And WWE can really do more then. But even though that would pretty much reduce TNA's knockouts division to even smaller than smaller than the one that they have just now. But oh well. At least bring Tessmacher to WWE and bring Gil Kim back to WWE. That would be best for business. Still remembering the drinking game. And I can see that Kurt Angle's still got it. And Bobby Roode being one of the few good wrestlers in TNA. But, you know, I'm not. I'm trying. I'm trying to get bored, but I knew what I was getting myself into when I had to watch this thing. But after this, we've got 2 more matches. thing just be over with already. There's another match? There's another match! I thought there was 2 left. But now we've got some guy named E3 who apparently his name is Ethan Carter the Third. Guessing he's related to Dixie Carter. Poor bastard. Going up against some nobody named what the fuck is he called again? Yeah. Norv Furnham or whatever it's called. I have no idea who the fuck he is, but is it possible for TNA to have jobber alerts? Or will this end up turning around to be a squash match? But either way, why can't this just be fucking over? I can't take it anymore. But at least after this, it really will just be 2 more matches. And I'll be done. Penultimate match. Sting versus Magnus. I think I pronounced that right. Yeah, Magnus. I mean, yeah, Sting's still technically still wrestle, but you can see that he's pretty much getting close to the Hulk Hogan stage. That maybe it's about time that he should probably head to retirement. But he's still got a bit to go, and hopefully maybe someday WWE might sign him. But at the rate TNA's going, they probably will, and maybe Magnus. But, like I said, after this, one more match. Just one more match after this, and I'm fucking done with this. And we're finally at the last match. The main event. AJ Styles versus Bully Ray. Oh, which some of you may know is probably Ray Dudley of the Dudley Boys. There were a few segments ago that they were pretty much talking to anonymous people, which can only mean, of course, we could end up seeing either a screw job or an assault on AJ Styles after the match. But I've just stopped giving it a fuck because I just want this to be over. Why did I decide to do a TNA pay-per-view? Oh, thank God, it's fucking over! Oh my God! Oh. Okay, that was TNA Bound for Glory 2013, and oh my fucking God. What the fuck did I just watch? You know, okay, before I get to the bad, let me go over the few good parts that are actually decent. First off, a couple of matches were actually not that bad. Those being Kurt Angle versus Bobby Roode. This match was actually probably the only good match of the pay-per-view, because you have a former WWE wrestler going up against probably one of TNA's top superstars in what was a fairly decent match. And Magnus vs Sting, that was pretty good, but hopefully someday WWE signs Sting. And AJ Styles become the new World Heavyweight Champion, so I guess this was fairly good. Now, with that out of the way, let's get to the dirt of this. Oh my god. Most of the matches in this were boring as shit. I mean, seriously. There was a freaking a jobber match. Someone called Ethan Carr the Third going up against some guy called Nor Furnham. What the it was just needless padding, and it just in the match it should have just been on Impact. It really should have just been on Impact. The knockouts match that was fairly wrong, but at least but like I said, at least with the knockouts division, they actually have women that can can wrestle compared to most of the WWE divas, which really hope that if TNA does go out of business, that likes of Gail, Kim and Brooke get moved to WWE, because Brooke was actually a fairly good wrestler, and oh shit, that bad going on. Quick jump cut, and we're back. Sorry about that, but my 3DS's battery was about to go dead, so I had to put the charger in. Anyway, Gilliam and Brooke hope they come to WWE, but well, tag team championship match. James Storm versus Bromance, or as I like to call him, Billy and Chuck version 2. And before this match, there was an in-ring segment where Bad Influence came into the ring, and one of the members said that not since Brokeback Mountain have I seen two men get screwed. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Which ended up leading them to get their asses kicked by Abyss, which makes it even more clear that him and oh, what's it, Puss, Joseph Park are the same person. Same facial features. So Joseph Park and Abyss are the same fucking person. And God, the amount of segments in this, well, this actually just felt like, it just felt like a 3-hour episode of Impact. That's how bad this pay-per-view was. And to add insult to injury, they never show what's on the left side of the arena, mainly because of the very little people that actually attended the pay-per-view, because there was an article that I read prior to this pay-per-view that fans that were staying up at the upper area had to move down. That was hence the reason why when there was a far away view from the ring, it was always facing at the right side. That just shows how much of an early grave TNA is digging themselves into. And when I got to about to Magnus versus Sting, I just stopped giving a fuck at this point, because it's probably the most boring pay-per-view I've watched this year. Hell, this is actually worse than Night of Champions. That's how bad this thing was. I'm telling you, if TNA has any chance of surviving, what they need to do is, one, get rid of this stupid Ace and 8 storyline. It's been going on for over a year now, and everyone is getting fucking sick of it. I mean, yeah, back in the Attitude Era, when they had the Stone Cold Vince McMahon feud, I mean, yeah, that lasted about a good, I think it was over 2 years, I think, if I can remember correctly. But at least that was entertaining. That was actually a storyline that actually made you want to watch it. At least, but and now in modern day WWE, most storylines that they do usually last up to a year. Whether they're good or bad, they usually only last up to a year and no more. I mean, say what you want about the current storyline, where Triple H trying to be the next Vince McMahon, but at least him and Steph aren't as bad as Dixie Carter. You know, hell, you know what? You know, hell, even Stephanie McMahon herself looks like Trish Stratus is compared to Dixie Carter. Yeah, you heard me. I just said Dixie Carter makes Stephanie McMahon look like Trish Stratus. That's how much I hate Dixie Carter. And it's with that I know why only Lukaku and Elman want this company to die. Okay, I apologize for that last jump cut, but I'm going to try and keep my voice down because my mother's just went to her bed, so I can't raise my voice. But anyway, yeah. By around you know, by next year, I don't think TNA's gonna last. I'd give them until at least March. And, well, I mean, say what you want about WWE's current storyline, but at least they're better than this. And this pay-per-view proves that TNA, with or without Hogan, is just unbearable to watch. But anyway, can I recommend this? Wait until the DVD comes out and wait until it comes down in price, because I would not pay full price for a new copy of this. If you want proper wrestling, go to the pros, because at least they know what to do, and that's the bottom line, because I said so. And as always, if there's something you want me to check out, then send me a request to YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Until then, I'm 100 signing out. Later.